So the first time someone came out to me, I was in my teens, and it was my brother. We're walking in a garden of a cathedral, and it felt very appropriate. My brother is an amazing human being and an extraordinary athlete, and kind of what you would think of as a classic all-American guy. So I was quite caught off guard. We're very, very close, and my love for him is immeasurable. My immediate reaction is, I love you, and I want you to be happy. And at that time, I didn't really have a good understanding of what happiness could be for someone who in the mid-'80s was coming out as gay, where HIV was ravaging the community, and there were no models of anybody who had a happy life, who had kind of partnered and settled down and had a family. So it was a very profound experience, and I only wanted his flourishing to unfold. But it was also new and somewhat confusing. 30 years later, we're as close as ever, and he has a wonderful life. So I think when someone comes out to you and your response is making space and opening your heart to them, even if you don't understand, an enormous fear dissipates. So I think a warm reception is a kind of liberation for someone to begin to reimagine what it means to be out of the shadow, into the light. Listening with an open heart is the most powerful gift you can give anyone, because they are seen and they are heard. Being able to hear and welcome someone's humanity transforms them in the moment. It isn't this grand drama. There's no music or the movie scene. It's just making space for someone to be heard and felt and to feel more alive. So I'm very encouraged. I trust our church because it has the ability to redeem itself and to continue to press forward in what the kingdom of God can be. Being gay or LGBTQ plus is really a naturally occurring characteristic that is non-pathological, and the church is beginning to get its head around that. I believe our church is a wise old lady who takes her time in considering and moving forward. There are increasing numbers of churches across the world that are authentically taking a courageous step. I don't think this is going to happen quickly. I think it's reliant on those of us who can find these islands, increasingly larger islands of hope, and do the work regionally and globally. Being vigilant around overcoming homotransbifobia requires spiritual practice. As Christians, we're all called to journey with Jesus up to the mountain and to pray and to reflect. And in that prayer, we begin to recognize that every single human being is our sibling, that each of us are intended into the world as children of God. So the simple vigilance is to pay attention to love and forgiveness and social and environmental transformation, where you strive to fully accept as siblings in God's kingdom all people. To just consider what it would look like to love a little bit more today, to create a space in your heart for someone who you might not like or understand, to be quiet and open yourself up to God's Spirit.